What's good, YouTube? Sensational Series here, and I'm back with another Tom Clancy's The Division Vendor Reset video. We're here for December 31st, 2021's vendor reset. So let's get right into this. Let's see what we got good for this week. For our first gear items, head over to Camp Hudson. Here the gear vendor has a prototype electronics mod with 212 electronics and 3% damage to elites. And also here we got a prototype electronics mod with 266 electronics and 2,892 skill power. For our next gear items, head over to the base of operations. Here the Dart Zone vendor has a prototype performance mod with 5% ballistic shield damage resilience. For our next gear items, we're still at the base of operations. Head over to the advanced weaponry vendor, and here we have a high velocity magazine. For our next gear items, we're still at the base of operations. Head over to the special equipment vendor, and here we have a Cassidy. Next here we have a AUG A3 Power XS. Also here we have a classic FAL if you like this weapon. Next here we have a custom L86A2. Also here we have an operator mask with the talent Tenacious. Also here we have a prototype electronics mod with 264 electronics and 3% skill haste. Next here we have a prototype performance mod with 5% sticky bomb explosion radius. For our next gear items, we're still at the base of operations. Head over to the special blueprints vendor, and here we have a firearms gloves blueprint with a gear score of 256. Next here we have a stamina knee pads blueprint with a gear score of 256. Also here we have an ankle grip red blueprint with a power level 34. And also here we got an EXP S3 holographic sight tan blueprint with a power level 34. For our next gear items, head over to the cavern. Here the gear vendor has an operator pack with the talent inventive. Next here we have a prototype stamina mod with 204 stamina and 3% damage to elites. And also here we have a prototype performance mod with 5.50% first aid self-heal. For our next gear items, head over to Camp Clinton. Here the special equipment vendor has a Navy MP5N. Next here we have a G36 enhanced. Also here we have a tactical SA SG12K. Also here we have a surplus SVD. Next here we have a tactical mask with the talent rehabilitated. Next here we have some operator gloves with the talent Savage on there. Next here we have a prototype performance mod with 7% Seeker Mine explosion radius. Also here we have a high velocity magazine. For our next gear items, we're still at Camp Clinton. Head over to the special blueprints vendor, and here we have a firearms mask blueprint with a gear score of 256. For our next gear items, head over to the Wolves Den. Here the weapons vendor has an extended magazine. For our next gear items, head over to the Ward. Here the gear vendor has a prototype performance mod with 2% pulse critical hit chance. For our next gear items, head over to the Grindhouse. Here the weapons vendor has a black market M60E6. For our next gear items, head over to West 34th Street checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has an operator mask with the talent refreshed on there. And also here we have a prototype performance mod with 3.50% turret damage. For our next gear items, head over to West 53rd Street checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has an operator mask with the talent rehabilitated. For our next gear items, head over to East 58th Street checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone gear vendor has a tactical pack with the talent specialized. For our next gear items, head over to East 53rd Street checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has a prototype performance mod with 4% sticky bomb damage. For our next gear items, head over to East 31st Street checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has a tactical AUG A3P. Next here we have a prototype stamina mod with 265 stamina and 1% critical hit chance. And also here we got a C79 scope. For our next gear items, head over to the 5th Ave checkpoint. Here the Dart Zone vendor has a gunslinger vest with the talent rapid on there. And also here we have a prototype performance mod with 3.50% ballistic shield damage. Alright everybody, that's it for our Tom Clancy's The Division vendor reset video for December 31st, 2021's vendor reset. I hope everybody tuned into it found something that they needed. Smash on that sub and like button. Y'all appreciate that support, and I'll see y'all with the next one. Take care. Peace.